vlog. I'm being a little bit quiet right now because it's not even 6 here, so it's super duper early. I've been up for at least 45 minutes and I've already had a coffee and have been watching some YouTube and trying to also catch up on some news. But I saw this yesterday and I don't know, I thought it was pretty funny. Hold on one sec, it's the anti-tourism map. Italy, what the hell doing? Like, for real? How are we gonna be, cool if you start behaving this way? I'm just kidding. That isn't, I mean, that is what it is, but what actually made me laugh is the anti-tourism that's actually happening in the UK. Like, that's so bizarre to me and totally understandable. I honestly expected Scotland to pull something like that, like when COVID was happening and everybody was trying to come up here. But yeah, I found it amusing that this kind of thing is happening, just because when people go on holiday, they tend to think that they can be as loud and as Larry as they want and show absolutely zero respect for where they are. I know it's not everybody, of course, but you get what I'm saying. Like, especially tourists from English-speaking countries. I totally understand why these countries would be just had enough of it, I guess. But yeah, I wanted to bring that up because the fact that it's happening in my own country is pretty darn hilarious. So today is looking particularly nice, and I'm probably going to be going downstairs and doing a little bit of a skipping moment. I have weighed myself and I'll be completely honest, I'm not happy about it. I haven't felt like I've gone off the rails at all, but I am finding it particularly upsetting. So I want to get in a little bit more exercise and definitely drink more. I only had 2 of these yesterday. I had probably like 4 coffees and just 2 of these. So again, I'm not practicing what I preach. I'm not perfect. I have never really claimed to be. But yeah, I'm constantly making notes to myself about what I should be doing, and I don't always follow through with them as much as I would like. I do always attempt to, but I feel like I'm against myself sometimes. But moving on, I got a comment, I think it was like yesterday or the day before, asking if I could do a get to know me video. Thank you so much for making that suggestion to me, the person who left it. I truly do appreciate those kind of interactions where you want to know something. So I'm just gonna, go ahead and do that perhaps in the next day or so. Once I've kind of got it together in my head about all the things that I want to say, from who I am, where my journey started, you know, and going to a little bit more detail and depth about myself. It is something that I have sort of ish kind of done before, but I really want to do a video that is just dedicated to that specifically. So if that's something that interests you, then that is something that will be coming up very, very soon. Okay, so as promised, we are outside. I'm gonna be a little bit quiet because it's not even 8 yet. It's about 7:30, so I want to try and be as respectful as possible. And as you can see, I've got my skipping rope. Let's do a few rounds of this. Okay. Oh, we're not starting off great. I swear to gosh, it would help so much if there wasn't so much nonsense on the floor. I really envy my neighbours' back area. I wish I could do it like facing the camera, but it's actually easier for me to be kind of sideways. Golly, it's so much harder than it looks. Oh. And of course, there would be a van or rubbish, trash, trucks. You just saw, I have already been out and got some bits and pieces that I have been needing. Some other things that I got. My honey bun asked specifically yesterday for after school, for his little after school thing. He wanted a baguette with some bacon, so I got him the baguette. He's got the bacon, although it is streaky bacon, so I don't know how he's going to react to that. I don't think he'll notice because it's going to be in the baguette, but Jagger is just hyper aware of literally everything. The slightest little taste difference to an autistic person, a kiddo, can make all the difference. And like we've had situations where I have bought him the off-brand of Quavers from Lidl's, And to me, it tastes exactly the same. To him, it's nah, he's not touching it. So yeah, these tiny little minor things are huge to people with autism. The other thing he asked for was a hot chocolate. Jacko doesn't usually ask for foods and drinks and things that, you know, he wants. So he's been doing that a lot recently, and it's just nice that he's been being able to verbalise things that he wants. I got him some marshmallows, teeny weeny little ones, to just sprinkle on the top and have a bit of fun with that, because he does like marshmallows with his hot chocolate. And they've both got a Oreo donut for after school. This was super expensive. It was one of only 2 that Sainsbury's had. It was either this or it was Starbucks signature hot chocolate, which was 10p more. But yeah, this was ridiculous, so I'm gonna try and be careful and not waste it. So I've decided that I want to have a little bit of a self-care moment. If my hair looks a little bit greasy, it's because I've literally just put shampoo in it. Because it's been a little while since I put any in. I have been using it on a regular basis, but I haven't used it since I had my hair done. So I'm just, you know, giving that a little bit of a caring attention moment. But what I'm going to be popping on my face is the Rodale Pink Diamond Face Mask. This is my favouriteest of favourite masks ever. And the other thing I'm going to be popping on, which is for the under eye, obviously it's a targeted mask. I like this one so much because it's packed full of glycerin and it really does smooth out the lines that can occur, obviously with things like age and whatnot. They're black, so they look like this, and these are always so packed, they're literally sopping with the product. The only thing I wish that was slightly easier is peeling them apart. It's kind of annoying. Under eye masks are not the easiest things to deal with sometimes because they're just so slippery, and I personally worry about, oh, if I put my finger on this side then the product's not going to get on my face. Has like a kind of glittery effect to it. I painted my toes a couple of days ago and just decided to put some on my nails too. My nails were already looking like, well, crap. So I'm like, why not? Okay. I try to slightly tilt them upwards to get this area at the side. I think it's called crow's feet. I think that's probably as good as it's gonna get. And then over it, I'm gonna pop the main face mask on. To anybody who is new to my channel, I don't buy these from beauty websites, that kind of thing. I get all, for the most part, I want to say 97% of any skincare stuff that I get is almost always from eBay. I really just wanted to pop two on at the same time because it's two birds with one stone, and I'll be real, I don't like the sensation of having a mask on my face. The under eye patches, not so much, but the full face mask is a little bit irritating. I don't like the feeling of having something wet on my face. Yeah, that'll do. We'll just keep that on for 20 minutes or so. I'll just go and watch a YouTube video meanwhile. Something that I like to do that is maybe a little bit unusual is, instead of having things like really heavy soups, because I do really enjoy soups, the fresh ones, the canned ones, I like soups, but they tend to be really high in calorie and I just can't justify it. So what I do is I will have a tin of chopped tomatoes. These tend to have a little bit more of a good nutritional value to them. So I heat mine up either in the microwave or on the hob, depending on how fancy pants I'm feeling. And then I will just add some pepper into them. The brand that I like is Napolina. For half a can, it's 47. I usually just have the whole can. I haven't got time to be messing around with halves and such. But yeah, with these, it's a lot less calorie than a can of soup. If I'm not mistaken, a can of soup is somewhere in the range of 400 calories. Which I can't justify it for a soup. I know me. I know that if I have the soup and then maybe I have bread, I don't have bread with this, that's gonna run into some pretty high calorie intake. So I just have these. It really just cuts out the middleman. I wish there was more kind of you know, stuff like this that I could just put into a mug and just have, because it would be a lot less of a hassle than having to worry about what kind of calories are gonna be in just something as basic as a can of soup. 400 calories. I just can't do it. As you can probably tell, it is so super sunny and gorgeous here. I'm just in the process of making something for dinner. I didn't know what I wanted, so that's why it's taken me so long to get it together, but I've decided on having some rice, mushrooms and some frozen veg that I'll just pop in the microwave. Easy peasy, done. I was a bit of a fool this morning. I should have picked up something like a salad. We've all been having hot chocolate, which makes no sense, especially in this weather. But yep, Honey has had his hot chocolate and he enjoyed it very much. I had one too. I was a little bit naughty and I did have hot chocolate. What I should have got though, maybe as well as, was, I don't know, I think maybe a Nesquik. That would have been good. Hot chocolate and chocolate milkshake. Yeah, that could have worked. But I'm just, you know, waiting on my dinner right now, and hopefully it's not going to be too long. Everybody else has had theirs. Honey had his baguette. He's very happy. And it's just really myself that I need to worry about. Alrighty, so I am going to be taking off this nail polish because it starts to look really not nice. It's chipped and just, it's not a good look for me. I do actually have an ulterior motive. I want to pop some nails on, so I also want to do that, but yeah, I wasn't really intending to put some new nails on so quick, but I'm just suddenly in the mood for it, so that's what we are going to do. Yeah, so we are going to be receiving an Amazon box tomorrow because there is some stuff that I need. It's nothing too exciting, but it is stuff that I need, so I'm hoping that I'm going to be in for that, because every single time, if it's a weekday and I make an Amazon order, guaranteed it's gonna come sometime between literally when I just have to go and pick the kids up from school or when I'm getting home with them. There's very rarely an in-between moment. The amount of times I have had to catch our Amazon guy, the Amazon delivery driver, and just be like, hey, have you got something for, you know, X address? Good golly. It is still looking really nice outside. Apparently we are supposed to be coming into some rainy weather. It is what it is. It's, you know, I live in eastern Scotland, and we fully expect this kind of topsy-turvy weather. One moment it can be like we're living it up in the Bahamas, and then the very next moment you've got rainforest showers happening. Hopefully the rain that we are expecting is gonna happen between the kids coming out of school and not when I go and have to go and pick them up, because 10 times out of 10 that's almost always it. I love this nail polish. I do like the colour of this nail polish. Like I said before, I have sort of tamed it up with the kind of colours that I wear on my hand, and usually just reserve those colours for my feet, but I do really like pinks. Pinks and reds are colours that definitely attract my eye for colour scheme wise. But yeah, what I was going to say is, does anybody else have this experience where you put nail polish on your nails and it'll chip, like maybe within the first 48 hours? But if you do the same thing and put it on false nails, you're absolutely good to go for at least a week. That is so annoying. I don't know why it happens. Maybe it's just the condition of my nails. They're really not good. I mean, if I left the false nails off for longer, then it would obviously improve the condition, but I want to put those nice dusty pink coloured ones on, so that's what we are gonna do. Regina's on the phone right now, as you may or may not be able to hear, with her little group of friends. She's been a right little madam recently. She's been all I say that she's been a madam, but she's been a little bit all over the place for the mood, and it's a little bit worrying. Because it's so flip-floppy. The good old teenage years, eh? for this evening's loungewear, we have a pair of Andrew's lounge pants, because I don't actually own, oh actually no, tell a lie, scratch that, tell a lie, I do have one pair of lounge pants that I own. They're pink and they're like a leopard print, but I think they're in the wash or they're drying off right now. That's the only light pair of pajama bottoms that I own. So I've pinched these ones. I'll be real, I'm probably not going to wear them to bed because it's just getting so hot. It's so hot in the night. And I get really irritable. You think I'm irritable after I've had a hot workout? Waking up because it's hot makes me even more so. Alright guys, so it is time for me to call it a night. But before we officially sign off, I did do my nails. They are nice. The other ones are still my favourite. Never ever gonna abandon those. Honestly, I don't even know why I buy any other ones at this point. I'm really sorry if I sound like a little bit nasally or a little bit sniffly. I do take an antihistamine, but after, you know, the full day, it's like it stops working. And it's like I start coming down with a cold and I start getting sniffly. Obviously it's not a cold, it is allergies, and it's just that time of year that's so annoying for all the allergy sufferers in the world. But thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found something of enjoyment from this vlog, and we are definitely going to be keeping up this skipping gig, although this morning when I did go downstairs it was like a bug and it sort of creeped me out, and I nearly noped out just because of the bug. No bugs. Oh, well, you see what it looks like down there. There's tons of grass and oh, it's just creepy. Anyway, before I start getting into my own head, I'm gonna start having dreams about friggin' bugs now, no doubt. Thanks again for watching. I hope that you found something of enjoyment from this vlog, and I really hope that you'll come back, and I will see you again very soon.